This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Okay, it's Monday, so that means we're looking at a solo, and I've been meaning to do this one for a while. It's an absolute belter, a classic, but I think doesn't get quite the recognition it deserves. It comes from the 1978 single by The Cars, Just What I Needed. I've played this song in a few bands over the years, and it's always been a bit of a crowd pleaser, it has to be said, even with audiences who weren't alive when it came out. But anyway, enough blethering, here is the solo and a little bit of an explanation as to what's going on. Okay, so let's break down what we got going on here. First of all, as always, by looking at the chord sequence, there it is. And all but one of those chords in that sequence come from the key of E major, which you can see here. The only chord which isn't from the key of E major, as you can see, E major contains a G sharp minor chord, and we've got a G sharp major chord in the chord sequence. How do we justify that? Well, first of all, it just sounds good, so that's always enough justification really that you need. But if you want the theoretical thing behind it, then the key of E major is also the key of C sharp minor. And if you want to borrow a chord from another key, which is what we're doing here, try going for the opposite key. So if you can think of it as being kind of C sharp minor in terms of what key it's in, then borrow a chord from the key of C sharp major. And G sharp major comes from the key of C sharp major. That's essentially why we've got that chord there. The interesting thing about that chord is that it contains a C note. And there are a few places in the solo where we target that C note over that particular chord in the licks. So let's have a look at the licks. We begin with this one. There we go, like that. Again, there's that C note there landing four square on that G sharp major chord. Then we go up to this area of the neck for this little selection of licks. Again, we're targeting a C sharp note there, which is in the underlying A chord. What do we got next? Well, we kind of stay around this sort of 12th fret B string kind of bendy sort of stuff for a little while, like this. Like that. Then we go on to the 4th string and we grab this C sharp note here. Like that. And we bend it sort of up to the D sharp and back down again and land on the B. And then a very odd choice of note, this A sharp here, which we bend up to the C note. Again, because we've landed on the G sharp major chord, we can hit that that C note there. And we're not really hearing this A sharp note at all. It's just a starting point, a launch pad to hit that targeted C note with a bend. After that, we do this little kind of chicken picking country type lick, which I'll do now. There we go. So what I'm doing there is I'm bending the note at the F sharp note at the 11th fret on the G string, then grabbing the B note there, hit the pre-bent string in, then hit the A note there, and then do a release bend. So, and I don't know if you can see, but I'm using hybrid picking to do that with this hand. And then we're into another slightly country flavoured lick using sixths. Like that. Again, what we're doing here is it's just basically the E major scale arranged in sixths. If I go up an E major scale from this E note here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that gives me a pair of notes, and then I can just kind of track that scale like that. So I'm going E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, like this, and on the top E string I'm going C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. All of those notes are 6 scale steps away from each other. And he puts a little kind of chromatic thing in right at the end, you know, so you get as a way of finishing the solo. Nice little solo, some nice melodic touches, especially targeting that C note over the G sharp chord, and you know, a few nice little kind of licks and things you can learn from it. So have some fun with it. And there is, of course, a full tab for that solo in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a backing track to play along with, and that little clip that you've just seen there of me playing and explaining the solo. It's all up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. Just a special little kind of token of appreciation to my wonderful Patreon supporters. Thank you, chaps. It is much, much appreciated. I'm very, very grateful to the lot of you. If you're interested in the guitar I was playing there, it is my signature guitar made by Scott Guitars UK. Fantastic guitar, absolutely belting good guitar, and not as expensive as you might think for a hand-built, you know, kind of UK-made guitar. So check out the link to Scott Guitars website, also down in the description. And that's pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video and found it useful and informative and maybe a little bit inspiring. And if you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? If you're interested in supporting the channel, as I say, there's the Patreon thing that you can sign up for, or there's courses and like Fret Zealot discount codes and all manner of stuff that you can do to help me keep the lights on around here. Thank you so much if you're doing any of that stuff already, and thank you in advance if you're thinking about doing it. And I'll just leave you now and say, don't forget the live stream on Friday, 5 p.m. UK time. We, as you probably know, we sit around and have a beer and talk about guitars and music. Great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.